Patrick, what's going on, bud?
What's going on, Luis? What do we got? What do we got?
Beautiful day in paradise, man.
I'm telling you, fishing weather, buddy. Fishing weather.
There you go. At least, yeah, you're not in the water this time. Hey, agent questions answered, man. It's been about a week or two, and I tell you what, the questions have started to pile up. So, question today. I had an agent call me, and he was visiting with a 79-year-old gentleman. He only had original Medicare, which for a lot of you guys are wondering, what the heck is original Medicare? That is only Part A and Part B. Okay. The question that I had from the agent was, what's the Part D penalty for him since he never had a prescription drug plan? And what can I do for him? So Patrick, let's tackle the Part D penalty first. Okay. So what's a good way to kind of, I have an assumption. I think we might be right on par, man. But what do you think? $3 and change a year per month that they didn't have it?
Well, it's 1% of the national average.
Okay.
Now, in every state, the national average is different.
Okay.
So it all depends by state, but it's 1% a month of the national average.
Of the Part D premium.
Right.
Okay, which is about $32 more or less. And I tell agents, you know what? Don't you're going to put yourself up against the wall if you give them a hard number, but you can kind of guess. So if you do your math, 1% of $32, okay, is about 32 cents a month, right?
Medicare.gov, Luis, has an estimate calculator that use, so they could use it to try to figure out the Part D penalty. Now, what I do personally, I don't mess with none of that.
Yeah.
You could put something wrong, you give them false hope, and it causes chaos. So here's what happens. When someone enrolls in a Part D that has never enrolled in it, this is what they get in the mail. So the application goes in, then Medicare looks at it, they approve it, then about eight days later, the prospect will get a letter stating this: thank you for applying for a Part D plan. According to our record, you did not have Part D coverage for this amount of time. If you had it, send us proof. If you did not have it, then we're gonna penalize you. Then if they don't have it, they don't have it. They can't prove it, right? So what happens about 2 weeks later, they get another call. They get another letter from Social Security giving them the exact amount of the permanent penalty. And I tell them, my clients, I go, look, you're going to get a letter. You're going to get for one letter stating to show that you had proof. But if you don't have proof, throw it away because there's nothing you could do.
Right.
Then they're going to send you another letter telling you the exact amount of what the penalty is going to be. Now those people have two premiums. They have the penalty premium and they have the Part D premium. Now, if they're eligible for the LIS, then they could apply for the LIS, and if they get approved, they don't have to worry about the penalty.
So there's one way around it. They got to have LIS.
And also what happens is that they get a credit, a benchmark credit. If in Texas, it's $31. So if they enroll under a prescription plan that costs us under $31, a Part D only plan, then the LIS will pay it if they have 100% LIS.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's one way around it, guys. They got LIS, you're rocking. Now, the other deal, man, you don't live in chaos, dude, but I got 3 little ones, dude. I live in chaos. All right, so I'm going to tell you, I ballpark it. So I tell my customers, look, dude, this is more or less what you're going to be at. It's about $3.60 a year for every year that you didn't have a plan. So 10 years, well, guess what? You have about a $36 a month penalty. That's kind of, and there's no way around it. And number 2, it's going to get worse every month that you go without a plan.
Right.
So might as well bite the bullet now.
Right.
Patrick, how do they collect this premium?
They have 2 ways of doing it. One, they could pay it through their Social Security check, like the Part B gets deducted, they could get the Part D deducted, or two, that they could send a check, or
Okay.
they pay by credit card.
All right, there you go, guys. And then now the one other way to get around this, so we got two ways, we got two tricks. Number one is LIS. The other, of course, is their dual, where that's going to get squared away. But the other way is if you enroll people in an MA only plan, Medicare Advantage without prescription drugs.
But if you do that, make sure you tell them, look, Mrs. Jones, this plan will help you with your doctor co-payments, but it will not help you with any prescriptions. And the penalty that it keeps occurring is going to go higher should you need a prescription plan down the line. The Savers RX would be a good fit here for them.
Yeah. The Savers RX, that's the United plan.
No. The Saver plan, the Save RX Savers.
Oh, the RX Savers. Okay, there you go. Oh, remember about that, guys. So yes, so the RX Savers is an option, and that is for if I can get my facts on this one. Based on income, they're able to get prescriptions.
But they're a lot higher than the LIS, though.
Yeah, it's directly from the manufacturers. They're free, but they got to qualify. But that RX Savers plan does have a premium to it, and it's based on the number of medications that they take. So, guys, we'll finish off with that one. So, Part D penalty, what Patrick is saying, go to the Medicare.gov site. There's a calculator there. You can live in the world of chaos that I'm in and just ballpark it. But again, it's a little dangerous because sometimes they're going to hold your foot to that fire and they're going to say, you told me this much, and it may be different. So just kind of be careful with that. And then the ways around it, MA only plan. If they have LIS, LIS could take care of it. All right, Patrick, man, appreciate the knowledge, and we'll share this with our guys. Guys, we've left our number there. There's Patrick's email and Patrick's cell phone number. He loves calls, especially late at night. So during the business
Luis, damn you.
and during the day, there's my information. So again, please feel free to reach out to us. That's what both of us do. Patrick, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and end.